the journey of kind of like repair and recovery as a result of, and then feeling so distant from that character, but not distant in the sense of dissociative, right? Where I can look at that time, there are gaps because it is an injury to the brain too. And we know that, like it injures certain parts of our brain, and it makes sense that sometimes there are gaps there that we can't totally piece together, like dates and times, and like it suddenly is stretched and it's nonlinear, and it's like you have to think really hard. Yeah, when did that happen, and where was I at, and um, but as long as we're collecting the wisdom from those wounded experiences, then we're actually like, that's part of what the language I would use is that's part of your medicine bundle. Like you're collecting the wisdom and letting the rest go. You no longer have to identify with that person, right? So it's the idea of like shedding our skin, right? Where or return, caterpillar to butterfly. Like we're not supposed to be the same person, right? We're supposed to collect the story. We're supposed to collect the wisdom. We're supposed to learn the skills. We're supposed to evolve from that. And we shed that skin. We outgrow it. We step into a new version of ourselves, and we look back, and it's like sometimes, it's okay if we're looking back and it's more like a movie because we're not attached to needing to be that anymore. If we were attached to it, according to the teachings of like Dispenza, for example, then we would be living in that familiar past. Now, triggers that activate us remind us that there's still aspects of our system that's connected to that familiar past, and we can heal from that and keep evolving. And I think that that's the journey. Like the journey is that, the heroic journey of turning into goo as a caterpillar so that we can evolve and transform into some other creature that doesn't even resemble the caterpillar in the first place. Right, it's so lovely, we love that story, but then when we're actually in it, it means it means that we're not going to maybe even recognize who we become, and that's not a bad thing. It's an indicator that we're evolving.